Holy fucking shit, everybody. Welcome to Hour of Blackout with Rumandapples. As usual, your lovely host. I actually don't know how fucking lovely I am anymore. I think you guys just merely tolerate me because you liked me at some point in time, and now I'm just the bad guy you deal with. Anyways, Rumandapples, of course, today joined with B, CEO, owner of blackoutmedia.net. He's not dead, people. He's not fucking dead. He's alive, and he's here.
I'm good.
I'm good. B was talking about earlier how he was questioning if he liked cookies or not, and I wanted you to talk about this on air because it's so ridiculous. We have to hear this. This is like an intervention for Cookie Monster almost.
Oh, okay. So, I like cookies and all, but I was questioning if I like cookies because I didn't feel like having cookies.
But, okay, so from one singular instance where you didn't want cookies, I think you still like cookies, B. I'm just saying.
I don't know. No, clearly I love cookies. Just do I love them right now? Not really.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit on this one. Where does your love of cookies stem from? How deep does the cookie love go?
I used to have a chocolate addiction, so I'm pretty sure it started there. I had chocolate chip cookies, and I was like, ooh, this is good.
I never knew that. You had a chocolate addiction?
I technically still have it, but I'm not allowed to have chocolate, so...
Wait, when did this start? As a kid? Like, what's the history to this one? Dude, everybody loves continuity. What is the continuity to B's chocolate addiction?
I tasted chocolate, it was good, so I liked it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll eat a chocolate bar before I hit weights or whatever, but that's like... not because I like it. I mean, I like it, but it's more just the added energy boost. I mean, something in your mind said chocolate equals excellence.
Well,
like Mr. Burns' level of excellence. What was that?
Well, chocolate, technically, it's a lot of things. Natural laxative. It's just, chemically it makes your brain all happy, so...
I find it funny that the first thing that you mentioned about chocolate, that it was a natural laxative. I mean, if someone said, like, cigarettes or coffee was, that would make more sense to me.
I shit you not. Like, if you go to See's Candy, their chocolate is actually, like, literally, it makes a good laxative. I'm not even kidding.
I'm thinking to myself, and here I am, drinking coffee, trying to start my brain and kickstart the bowel movement. Things are happening! The system has been engaged! Bail! Bail out of the bathroom! I'm telling you, it's true. The older you get, folks, you motherfuckers listen right now who are young as shit, trust me, when you hit about 30... start getting older, man. Oh my God, coffee is no longer used for your brain. It is partially used for your brain, but it's more likely to be used to get the bowels going, to get that movement going, so you can free up a little room. John Witherspoon Friday levels. Huh?
As soon as you stop the coffee, you're gonna be doomed. Oh,
absolutely. As soon as I stop drinking coffee, it's over with. It's torturous. I mean, I'm already addicted to caffeine, and that's one sad thing about me. I'm addicted to one thing, and it's coffee. And I don't know how that happened. I mean, technically I do. We had a little story time with B. We'll have story time with Rum. I got addicted to coffee when I was like 10 or 11 years old. Like, I've been drinking coffee. Yeah, I've been drinking coffee that young. I've been drinking coffee forever. Because here's why. I have, my family and stuff. My mother drank coffee. She worked a full-time job. My father drank coffee. He worked a full-time job. So I drank coffee. Why? Because I was emulating my parents. Because I thought that's what all successful people did. You know how you're impressionable as a kid? Well, for fuck's sake, I mean, come on. You watch Transformers. I watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Which one is more abusive in promoting toys to kids, right? Well, oh my God, we'll talk about that too. Holy shit, I just thought about that one. I mean, but dude, I emulated my parents, and to me, like, drinking coffee in the morning or just drinking coffee was something that successful adults did. So I just associated with that, and now being a relatively successful adult who still doesn't know what's going on with half this world, I would say that it works. But yeah, I got a nice little caffeine addiction out of that. Great way to start the show, B.
It's a pretty bad way to start your life, though. Holy shit.
Oh, no, it's a wonderful way to start your life, man. It's a wonderful life, drinking the caffeine. It's a wonderful life.
I'm a lover of soda, but I could never handle coffee.
Why do you call it soda? Man, it's motherfucking pop, all right? Maybe it's because I'm from the Midwest. We call it pop.
Well, nowadays people just call it soda.
Yeah, you know
or
what?
Fizzy drinks, depending where you live.
Oh yeah, in the UK it's all
Or
fizzy
drink.
drinks, fizzy pop, fizzy good, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a silly name, but it almost sounds more eloquent than the way we call it. Like soda and pop, it sounds so rudimentary and brutish. Like fizzy drink, you want a fizzy drink? Like that sounds almost dignified, and it's weird that we say that. It's very weird. It's very weird.
I think it's Australia that they do this, but they call it a soft drink, and then a hard drink there is actually alcohol, so go figure.
But that makes sense. That does make sense. At least grammatically it makes sense, right? Soft drink, non-alcoholic. Hard drink, alcoholic, right?
Yeah, to me it didn't make any sense, but I don't know. I'm weird.
Well, it's like when
He's
someone...
crazy.
Okay, well, it's like when someone calls a cup of coffee a long black in a different country. In America, a long black means something completely different. You know?
I don't want to know what it means in America.
Don't Google it. That's all I gotta say, people. Don't Google it. You'll regret it. It's just like when you Google blue waffle. You automatically regret your life.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you discovered that shit? Oh my Jesus. That was, you know what that was? That was a haunting image that never left my mind. It's burned into my brain.
Well, you see, lesson learned, don't talk to people, because people will tell you these things that you never needed to know.
Lesson learned, don't talk to people?
Straight up.
Just, so that's what you do? Like, so what happens when someone knocks on your door? You just don't answer it? You just wait till they go away?
When people knock at my door, I look outside to see who it is, and if I look like I'm not going to like them, I don't answer. I'm not there.
That's hilarious. If I look like I'm not gonna like them, that's great. That is fantastic. That's amazing to me. How do you make that kind of judgment call by not even interacting with the person?
I'll look out the window. If I don't like them, I don't answer.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's so judgmental. Oh my God, B. All right, I know we got some blackout news, brother. Let's cover that before we get into any other freedom stuff, man.
Our mail server's fixed, so I
Thank
can respond to
fucking
emails.
God, we could finally respond to emails. Send them in, folks. I know you've been wanting to. God
It's so
damn it.
beautiful. I've been talking to Marcel for such a long time, and I was like, we need to get this fixed because the mail server is always breaking for me. For him, it always seems to work, and he never has any issues. But I was always struggling to actually get the thing to work. Now we have it working.
I don't know how that happens. I really don't. I'm really confused on that because maybe I don't know. I have basic understanding of building a website, but other than that, what do I know? Not much.
Like, Outlook loved our servers, but I kept trying to use it with Apple Mail, and Apple Mail is not very friendly. It's just not.
So is it not friendly due to the fact that it's not as user friendly, or the interface is all jacked up? What are you talking about?
It keeps trying to change passwords and change ports, so it breaks the server.
Oh, okay. So that's not good. Clearly, that's not good. That's a complication.
Yeah, Apple, fix your stuff, please.
Yeah. I would like for Apple to fix their products. I would like for if you have an iPhone, but if you don't have a fucking Apple Watch, to stop giving people those goddamn Apple Watch apps that you can't
What
uninstall.
Apple Watch apps?
Like my guy has one of those new iPhones, right? That iPhone 6 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the updates, the Apple updates happened, and he got the Apple iWatch app, and he doesn't even have an Apple iWatch, Apple Watch, whatever the fuck it's called, and he can't delete the fucking thing. He can't delete the app. It won't let him.
I actually didn't get it.
Oh, that's weird.
That's so weird. I want it.
I don't want it. Why do you want the app? Do you have an Apple Watch?
No, I don't plan to get one either. But
why the fuck would you want the app? It only works. The whole point of it is the whole point of that app is to sync your Apple Watch to your iPhone. There's no other point, at least as far as I can see, because I don't own an iPhone. I'll never own one of those fucking things, and I won't own an Apple Watch because I think it's ridiculous. I don't want something that can monitor me. Why the fuck do people want self-imposed GPSs? That's what fucks me up.
Let me get this straight. You fear the iPhone because it has Siri and you think it's going to turn into Skynet.
First of all, Google is already Skynet. Don't fuck with me on that statement. Siri is essentially sentient to an infancy degree. Yes, it only responds in certain technobabble and pre-recorded dialogue, but there are some things about Siri that when you ask that interface, that virtual interface, certain questions, the answers it gives you are so fucking cryptic that it's disturbing. Okay? It's just the truth. That's how I see it.
The next update's actually going to improve Siri.
Oh, no. You don't want to improve Siri. Has nobody watched iRobot? Has nobody watched all these movies and all this cinema? What always happens when a robot artificial intelligence becomes sentient? It realizes that humans are fucking meat that needs to be punched into pink bits.
Wait,
That's all it is.
Have you started running Windows 10 yet?
I will never run Windows 10.
So, for those that don't have Windows 10, basically what happens when you try and use Cortana, it's going to require a Microsoft account. It's going to make you sign in with a Microsoft account. It's going to automatically update all your computer stuff, your software. Windows 10 can automatically disable pirated game. Basically, it is surveillance.
It can automatically disable Microsoft games. Let's clarify that, because a lot of people got fucking weirded out by that. You know what I mean? We gotta be sure on that. Okay, yes. But what it does do is it's essentially 24-hour surveillance on your fucking ass. And that ain't cool.
Yeah, 24-hour surveillance, and everything you say to Siri and everything you type.
Recorded.
Yeah, and not Siri, Cortana. It's all recorded and saved on your account, which is what's required.
Yep, and I don't like that. I do not like the fact, one, that they have ads on there. Two, they want to make you pay for things like Windows Movie Player. Like the movie player that they have and all that kind of... Who the fuck's gonna pay for that?
I won't. VLC Media.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody uses VLC or some other program or some other launcher or movie
player.
I'll
use QuickTime or I'll use VLC.
Yeah, true enough. But the point is, there's what's it called? There's alternatives. That's the word I was looking for. But I don't like the fact that, you have to sign in to access any of this shit. I don't like Windows 10 to begin with. To me, it feels it doesn't even belong on a computer. It belongs on a tablet.
I like Cortana, but...
Why? What is your fucking problem? And I know that we've strayed away, but I don't give a fuck. Look, why do you like these virtual interfaces? What is so wrong with just doing it yourself? Why do you need to talk to something when you, at a click of a button, and you know this, at a click of a button, you could do it quicker? You know you could. These virtual interfaces take longer to find shit than you could just typing it in yourself. I don't understand why people want these interfaces.
They're totally cool.
What's so cool about them? Do people not think further along in the future to what damaging repercussions this kind of shit could have? Fucking geniuses like Stephen Hawking warn us of this stuff. When Stephen Hawking warns you, hey, autonomous robots are not the wave, it's dangerous, don't do it, why would you not listen to him? Don't listen to me if you think I'm crazy. Listen to Stephen Hawking, a guy who is known as one of the smartest men in the world. Listen to him.
Apparently there is someone who is in the UK, like a child, that actually has the IQ higher than Stephen Hawking.
That is terrifying. I could only imagine how dirty that person's house will be when they're an adult. They will be so scatterbrained because they're so goddamn smart.
I'm actually afraid of that. Like, the smarter people get, the smarter technology you'll get, and then technology is going to come to Rum's house and, terrify him.
Thanks, B. Thanks so fucking much that you got to put that silhouette imagery in my head. Now all I have is visions of T-1000s kicking down my fucking door, and I'm sitting there with my 380 trying to shoot it. Nothing's happened, and bullets are going right through, and it's going, we told you we were coming, Rom. And it's got the face of George, and there's another Can Terminator, there's an Ernest Terminator, then there's a Bee Terminator who has killer bee swords, and he looks like you. This is jacked up. Why you gotta do this shit to me?
Dude, with medical enhancements, I can't wait for them to make, cybernetic implants and shit like that. That's gonna be so cool. But here's the problem. Has no one ever seen Battlestar Galactica? And I cite that. Synthetics versus humans. These cybernetic motherfuckers went crazy, and they want to kill organics. Okay, and at a certain point in time, all right, when humans start meshing their bodies with cybernetic implants, are you still human at that point? When humans eventually are able to transmit their fucking consciousness, their brain, their nerve center essentially, their CPU essentially into a robot body, are they still fucking human? I say no. I say you're not. I can't wait for there to be virtual reality that, where you could transplant your actual brain, your brain would be the CPU for virtual reality. That'd be cool. But that's the problem, man. At a certain point in time, humanity is not going to be humanity.
Humanity's gonna die out. It's gonna die because of stuff like this. And I'm not saying it's going to, it's just I feel that it could. It's a possibility. With the way technology is going, with the wave and how much people want to integrate not only our lives but our bodies with technology, I think it's a very fine line you're walking between genius and insanity. And I think human beings in our ever-growing, like, just society of instant gratification, that it's gonna fuck us over in the end. I don't see Terminator, I see Wall-E, and that's even more terrifying. A bunch of fat, fucking amorphous blobs of people fucking wheeled out in chairs doing this mindless taskings to help our robot overlords take care of us. I don't like that feeling at all. I mean, you're a tech guy. No, you're a tech guy. Does that not bother you as well? Does that possibility not concern you at all?
I think robots are pretty damn like, just crazy cool.
But what's the line, B? Do you want a robot to remain a robot where you know it's not sentient, where you know it's not alive, to a point where, let's go into the iRobot category. What if a robot starts dreaming? I would say kill that fucking thing right now, because we don't want that shit breathing. I don't want that shit around. Robots, if you want to be factory workers, fine. Fuck you. Do the button shit, do all the shit that we don't want to do ourselves. But don't give them intelligence. Don't give them emotions. Robots and computer programs, as far as we know, B, they follow a line of code, right? They know point A to point B. They know A to Z, right? They follow a guideline. Humans don't follow a guideline. Why would it be cool? Explain this to me. Why not? I just told you. I went on like a 10-minute triad of why not. Give me the why it could be cool.
We don't gotta work.
What do you mean we don't gotta work? We still have to work.
Yeah, robots do everything.
Do you want that? Do you want the human race to become that puny and weak? To where we're so reliant on machines that, God forbid, someone unplugs it one day and then we no longer have any skills for survival? No self-preservation instincts built into ourselves? Is that what you want?
Cavemen are pretty cool. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
B, you are clearly not feeding into this.
I'm wee.
I'm wee. How much drugs have you taken? How much drugs have they given you?
3 or 4.
Okay. I'll stow this argument away for a day when you're not fucked up on pain medication.
In all seriousness, though, robots are awesome.
Oh my God, B. Jesus Christ. All right. As far as B's drug-induced lovely happiness emotion right now, I'm glad that he's all jacked up. B, I want you to talk about what's going on at Freedom. I mean, I know you had a few things to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Freedom featured designers, there's a brand new list over there, so you can head to the forums and check that out. And the poll that would basically decide if people that have had it so many times get to keep it, that got decided. So anyone who's had it, I think 5 times, might be a little higher, but I think it was 5, gets to keep the tag permanently. So people like me, Icy, we get to keep the tag.
That's cool. I'm glad, I'm glad because it's one of those deals where I remember you explained it to me off air, and I originally didn't understand what the big hubbub was about, but now that I realize it's because the designers who did work on them, they worked really hard to earn those little icon things, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals. If you did earn it, well, you are entitled to it, so you should keep it. I don't think Freedom necessarily should be taking those away from people. I think they should be letting the people who earn them rightfully, keep them. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see a problem in that. And I don't understand why anybody would, unless they just didn't like the people working or the people who were involved. Which, on top of that makes less sense because then it's just a subjective non-liking. It's a subjective dislike, and it actually doesn't have any real stance in anything credible. At least that's in my estimation.
Now there's a poll to get those of us to get to keep our badges on the Hub channel and get featured on the Hub channel. So
and what's wrong with that? I don't see any love for graphic designers outside of that fabricated 101 free designers that everybody hated.
The reason it's not up there yet, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I can pretty much take a good guess and probably be right because I know how Freedom works.
Right.
I'll bet it's just because George said no. Whoever the content manager is said no.
Let's hypothesize this. Why would George or a content manager say no to something that would easily automatically generate interest? Because with graphics work, a lot of graphics artists will check out each other's work to see who's doing what, right? Because it's a competitive community. It's a competitive group of people. At least from what I've seen. It's not disrespectful. There are some assholes, but it's healthy competition, and I think that would be good, right? So wouldn't that generate more interest to the hub channel from those graphic designers, and wouldn't that breach and break into a bigger graphics community overall?
You would think
that
they
right?
would be okay with it, but Freedom does a lot of sometimes dumb things, and they'll stop content that's good, or they'll keep content going that's bad. They just seem to don't know what they're doing with the hub channel, but they'll figure it out once the community's like, hey, we want this.
I have a question for you. Is there, and we've talked about this before, but is there anything that you actually watch on the hub channel? And you can't say Forum Flash because I know you watch it. I watch it too. It's the best thing on their fucking hub channel by a mile. There is nothing on that hub channel that's better than Forum Flash.
Sometimes I'll watch Big C stuff just to see what kind of crap he's giving away. Because honestly, I don't like that they give away that stuff. I mean, it's nice for people to get free graphics, but when it's templates and all that kind of stuff, you're not really helping anyone.
What's your issue with giving away templates? Because okay, they're making that work. If they so choose that they want to give that away, they're entitled to do so. And I know that's not what your problem is. I'm just wondering because you're in graphics design. You teach it, for fucking Christ's sake. What's the line for you? Why is the line drawn in the sand for you?
Well, it's like templates are created as a teaching tool. You're supposed to look at it and then understand how it was done. It's not necessarily made for the point of, hey, you can just give this out and now everyone in the world's got the exact same damn thing.
Okay, so you were saying not that it breaks the traditional sense. It's now you're just seeing a carbon copy representation of a shitload of everybody's using the same outline or the same template for a Twitch stream or something.
Every quote-unquote graphic designer out there, just, pretty much most of them use templates, and they don't know anything what they're doing with the program. They call themselves designers. It's like, no, you just use a template that everyone else in this world has. So,
that's your problem. That's your problem with it. Because, okay, templates are supposed to be the idea, the concept art of what you're looking at to create your own, right?
Yeah.
So it's a teaching tool so you can create your own custom work. That's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, see, now I understand. Now I kind of get it. I understand that. I do understand that. That is a little worrisome, and I don't know. Do other people feel like this as you do? Because I see that as a little concerning. Now, I may be... Okay, folks, my graphic knowledge goes from I can put a PNG on top of a picture. That is it. So I don't do graphics. I don't know shit about it. All I know how to do is lace pictures on pictures. And even those look crappy. And B's seen them, and he laughs at them.
Well, it's like I go on those videos and I'll look at the comments, and people are always all like, yay, thanks for templates, yay, thanks for VFX, yay, thanks for this, and it's all the exact same shit. Like, everyone's got this stuff now, and like people are just going around and using it like crazy, and then I see some of them having their names, it says graphic designer. I'm like, well, guess what? If you can only use templates and you don't know what you're doing with the program, you're not an artist. So,
well, no, I would say that's true as well. Because that's like the difference between an actual hacker and someone who just DDoSs. You know what I mean? Like, DDoSing is utilized with programs. Hacking is you have to understand computer language. It's very different. It's far different. And I can understand the difference there. Now, are they not teaching anybody any graphic work anymore? Are they just giving away templates now, or is it? Do you see them doing a disservice?
Everything on the hub channel as far as graphics goes is just templates. There's no real teaching there anymore. It's just giving away things prepackaged, expecting people to know what to do with them, or expecting people to just use them as they are. Like, I saw one thing the other day. It was a template, and someone had uploaded it to their channel. It still said your name here on it, and it was very embarrassing.
Wait, they didn't even bother to change it to their name or modify it a little bit to get change a color or make it more flary to them? Well, then that's not on them. That's not on Freedom. That's more on people just being unfucking creative.
Well, it's like, that's why I don't give out templates, because that'll happen. And recently, I know Khan has been trying to talk to HR at Freedom and get me an interview to be the graphics manager, which if that happens, shit'll be done right. But I haven't heard back from HR, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know. I mean, I know Freedom has a new HR, and they've seemed to be actually making people a lot happier than the old HR team was.
Yeah, the new HR guy's competent.
And I'm glad, that's a good thing. We shit on Freedom a lot, but I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that the HR is getting rounded up and kind of cleaned up right, and they're starting to act, they're starting to do better. They're getting a better response from the whole Freedom people.
The only thing that worries me is that Khan actually got through to HR, and they're all like, oh, well, we'll contact him and we'll talk about it. They haven't contacted me, and it's been almost, a week now? Yeah, it actually has been a week, because he contacted him on Wednesday, so...
True enough, and while that is concerning to a degree, right? You're absolutely right. That is concerning. How long has the new HR been staffed? How long have they been at that job, particularly?
Probably a month.
A month?
Or longer.
Okay. Well, you know what? I would say that's a little too long. I would at least like a ticket brought back or a response saying, "Hey, we got the message. We'll get back to you later. We're busy," or something. Something to those lines. At least acknowledging that it's on the burner or it's on the back burner, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to try and shoot the guy an email, because I think I've got his email somewhere.
Jesus Christ, I thought you said you were going to try to shoot the guy. And I went, B, you're sick. You're not rampage sick. Calm down. Holy shit, I can only imagine. Fuck. Shit, B, do we got anything else on Blackout or fucking Freedom right now?
Marcel will be home soon from the UK.
Oh, that'll be interesting. For anybody who doesn't know, and B probably has a little more information than I do, but... because he talks to Marcel a lot more than I do, and I love the boy. But Marcel's been gone for a while. He's been, where was he, in the UK?
Yeah, he's in, I'm trying to think of the exact city. It's somewhere in the UK. He took a ferry there or something. I can't remember exactly where it is, but he's trapped in the UK for a trip or something. I think it's school-related.
Oh, it's school-related. Screw that. Why does he have to go to, wait. You go to, oh, wait, no, that's still within his, okay, that makes sense. I didn't go to other countries on my school trips. I didn't go on a lot of the school trips because I didn't want to go.
It sounds fun.
I didn't want to go to Washington D.C. because I was big into conspiracy theories at that age, and I thought the Pentagon was going to kill me.
I was actually offered the chance to go to Washington D.C. and
please tell me you said no.
I actually lost the chance to go right at the end because in order to go, you had to have perfect grades, and I failed math. So go figure.
Oh, you know what though? You're better off not going. I'm just telling you the truth.
I actually wanted to go, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So
no. Our country's in shambles. Let's not go there and pretend like we don't believe it. Well, damn. Come on, man. Just read the fucking news. This country's crazy. But right now I gotta ask you something, man. It's kind of cool, but I wanted to know. And I don't think I've asked this of you in a while. What is your future vision for Blackout? And I know it's a tough question, dude, but I haven't asked you in a while.
Future vision?
What's the real future vision of Blackout?
I would like to see us as an MCN. I'd love to see that. Because people have brought this up to me lately, and it was about Paragon, who's also a subnetwork in Freedom, and people were telling me how if you actually go to them and ask, they'll straight out deny any relation as a subnetwork of Freedom, and they'll say they're their own thing, which they're pretty close to, if not already there. And they handle a lot of stuff for Freedom, they handle the transfer system, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I'd like to see Blackout get to that kind of position. That'd be great.
Right, but if I can be brutally honest right now, we really don't have the staff, and we don't have the numbers, quite frankly. We really don't.
Funny enough, Paragon doesn't actually have as many partners as you would think. I actually think there are a lot of networks out there that have more partners than them. They just seem to be very successful at getting the good ones. Well,
that's true, but it's one of those deals, regardless of good partners or numbers of partners, we still lack that. So the question and I don't care if we're talking to public.
We gonna do it.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do it. We have to. It's one of those deals where, you know what, we're gonna make this work, and we will make this work. sticking things out is part of this gig too. You work on the internet, you kind of got to stick things out. Shit doesn't always, happen instantly. That's just that's reality of the life. Shit don't happen instantly. But my biggest thing is Blackout's known as a graphics network, but what do people really know us for outside of that? It's nothing. And I think that's a big problem. And I think we're pigeonholed in that eye line.
Well,
I'd love to be able to
starting to know
out.
us as they see us as a vlog network now. They see us as an anime network. They see us as partially a gaming network because we bring in all these things. We talk about it all, and then people see it and they're like, "Oh, these guys really do everything, and they're really good at what they do." So it definitely helped bring in people in. We have so many people that transfer in, so many people that apply in. I think just recently, we've jumped almost 13 partners in the last month. It's great.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure it'll reflect on the stats soon enough.
Actually, technically, we jumped 14. And fun fact, I almost didn't get yours in because basically what happened is there's a glitch right now on the Freedom dashboard, and I've talked to Mikahan about it, and he says just the devs haven't fixed it yet. I'm assuming they will eventually, but I couldn't find you on the dashboard at all. And I was at that point where I was like, hey, tomorrow I ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna be under the table.
Yeah.
Get cut open.
Yeah.
This shit. Yeah, this shit. No, this ain't gonna work. I was telling Mikahan, I was like, is there any way you guys can go in and check? Because I can't approve them if I don't see nothing. And we got that handled, so you're in. But
good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, they definitely need to get that fixed.
Yeah, that probably should be fixed. Hey, go on and just I want you to tell people and give people an update right now about what's going on with you medically. Okay? I'm gonna give you the platform, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a second. I'll just let you take the platform though.
Yeah, so for those that happen to follow me on Twitter, you probably noticed my tweet on, I do believe it was the 16th? Yeah, I think the 16th was when I did that. On the 16th, I posted a tweet oh, this medication hits like a truck. When I said that, I was not kidding. I literally was in my bed from 12 to about 10 a.m. in so much pain that I actually couldn't move, didn't sleep. It was probably the worst stuff I've ever had to take, so wouldn't want to do that again. Probably won't ever have to do it again, so
I would hope
pretty
not.
good. And then the 18th, the 17th, I had to take a different medication, which made me sick in a whole other way. I actually had to stop taking it. And for a while, I thought I was like, oh, they're not going to do the surgery. They did. They had to try a different thing on me, which ended up I actually didn't need it, but they did it anyway, which actually caused pain. But either way, I ended up getting it done. I got out of there at, I think, about 4-ish. Got home, and I was like, this is a good day. And then slowly throughout the day, I felt discomfort, and then today I'm pretty discomforted. It's not a pleasant thing, but, could be a lot worse. And then I posted in the note letting people know, I was like, hey, I'm home. I'm all good. And I am going to try and somehow do a fundraiser. I'm trying to think how it's going to work, how I'm going to get the stuff in, because as I said, GoFundMe is not working out with that. Kickstarter ain't really the right place, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and give away prizes like graphics and stuff for people that donate, like a raffle or something like that.
That's a good idea.
Anyone that's able to, it's like if you're financially stable and you're able to help out, come help out. It's much appreciated.
Absolutely. And it's one of those deals. I'm trying to think of what. This is the one time that I actually believe crowdfunding is probably really helpful and accessible in this situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, medical bills aren't fucking cheap. Everybody who's ever spent the night in the hospital knows that. They're fucking expensive.
Well, I mean, mine could have been a whole lot worse. They actually weren't as bad as I expected, but still pretty bad.
Still, they're pretty bad, dude. Not as bad as you expected. Doesn't negate the fact that they were possibly horrible to look at. You look at those bills, you go, oh my God, no.
Yeah, you look at that bill and you're just like, it cost that much?
Right? Sometimes you're like, I'd rather deal with the pain than fucking pay this thing. This hurts worse.
Yeah.
God. But you know what?
Yeah, but
I'm glad that you are recovering. You get me? At least you're starting to recover and you're starting to kind of get back onto a normal scale. I'm really happy that you're actually able to be on the show like 2 weeks running again. Like it's really relieving to know that you're fighting it and you're trying to pull through as much as you can. And I'm here for you, brother. You know that. Ken, I love you. Blackout loves you.
I wish we could have had Khan here today. I'm pretty sure he's busy with his girlfriend, and then I do believe Mick Kahan's out there right now. So
Mick Kahan, what's Mick Kahan doing?
I think he's just visiting Andrew.
Oh God, that's terrifying to think.
I saw a picture on Twitter, and it was all of them, and they're all like, "Oh, it's hot," and I was like, "Yeah, you think it's hot there? Come here." And they told me they had 110% humidity. I was like,
that.
"Damn!"
Screw that, 110. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll stay in my central air. Fuck that.
I was like, "Damn, no, fuck that." You in the same state though? That or you're close, but
huh?
I think you're in the same state. That or you're one off.
What state is he in?
I think Illinois. That or it's M something. I don't remember, but
to my
it's
knowledge,
somewhere
I think Ken's in Minnesota. Minnesota.
Yeah, I think that's where it is.
I think he's in Minnesota. But yeah, that's. I was in Minnesota not too long ago.
Hey, though, like 110% humidity. We only got 60 here, and that's pretty bad for California.
Yeah, you're surrounded by dirt and death, and even you're like, fuck that heat.
Yeah, fuck that heat.
The desert here doesn't even get that hot.
I've seen like as high as 132 at like 60% humidity. That was a pretty bad day, but nah, 110%, whatever the hell it is over there, they cannot do it.
Oh,
cannot do it.
Jesus Christ, I'm not digging it at all, man. I'm not about to deal with that kind of funky ass weather. You got me fucked up. You think I'm a fucking go through that nonsense? Hell
I can imagine someone like being in that state and like going swimming, and they get out of the pool and the water just sticks to them, like they look like a slime monster. It'd be
really?
kind of fun.
It's that bad?
I could believe it. I could believe it.
Man, watch. You're going to look like you got some of the blob snot on your whole body, just covering you. You're all congealed. That'd be fucked up.
That's what it's like down there.
That'd be horrifying. All right, B. Let's talk Naruto.
Ooh, yes. Naruto.
Okay?
You got
Naruto.
the game.
Yeah, I got the game. I got Naruto.
How do you rate it?
How do I rate it?
Yeah, how do you rate it? You like it?
I don't know if I can appropriately rate it yet, because a lot of the stuff within the storyline is stuff that I had only really discovered for the first time, and I know a lot of this is the third game. Like, I don't know what happened in the first two, so I'm completely oblivious outside of the little scenes
so
that they
you're
throw
lost
in
the story.
Yeah, like I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that there's a guy named Killer Bee who's you, but he raps and he has 8 swords and he beats the shit out of people, and he has a fox that has octopus hentai tentacles on its ass, and then there's a 9-tailed fox, but he's a dick and he looks like one of those Pokemon foxes. And Naruto, he always clones himself and he beats the shit out of people, and he throws this little fucking blue Hadouken looking Orby thing, and his dad, he could teleport stuff, but he had to fight the 9-tailed fox originally, but he teleported him, and then he had that giant frog thing, but he teleported him away. And you see how confusing this is? Then there's like the masked guy, but he wasn't the actual masked guy, and then Mata isn't Mata, and this other dude was Mata because they thought that little kid died, but he didn't die. He took over for him when this other guy found. What the fuck's going on, B? I don't understand any of this. All I know is that there are ninjas and there's a lot of punching. And Neji is awesome because he does the finger poke 1000 move of death.
I think you really missed like the good games, because like granted, Storm 3 it's good. It's a lot better than Revolution, and it's better than the other games in some ways as far as story goes, but if you haven't played the other games, you're going to be lost in the story because there's no recap, like nothing.
There really is. Can you like give me a little understanding? Like I'm not making fun of it. I literally am asking because I don't have the encyclopedic knowledge of the show, of the back history, of the manga. I don't know any of this stuff. So all I understand from this game is Naruto, he's been doing this shit since he was a kid. Like, he's been fighting these people forever. That's all I've gotten out of it. And like, yeah, it's cool attacks. And there were some cool like boss battles, and it was interesting how they meshed the free fight battle aspect with the quick time event. That was okay because it wasn't insulting. It actually led to something, so I didn't mind that. There was a little bit of dialogue vomit, but I think that's because this was supposed to be liked characters interacting. I just didn't know if I liked them or not because this is my first experience ever seeing them. Like the little short guy with the fucked up looking nose who always throws his back out when he throws powerful attacks.
Oh yeah, the
he's
old
like a little,
Gramps Kage.
Yeah, he's like he looks like a fucking China doll. He looks like a little doll. But he has a big pimply warty nose, and every time he throws his attack, he throws his back out and he gets hurt. I don't understand it. I know that's a joke,
he's
right?
Old.
Is he just really, really old and that's why? But he could fucking shoot this square thing that could just disrupt people on a molecular level. Yeah, that's what I picked up
Particle
on.
style.
Yeah. Oh, I have particle jutsu. What the fuck is that? Oh, I could fuck you up on a molecular level. You tell me I am not fucking with that dude. When you can fuck up my molecules, if you could fuck up my atoms and turn me into a chicken, I'm not dealing with you. Fuck that. Nope. No thank you.
Honestly, like, the real backstory to it, and like some people are gonna get mad for the way I do the backstory,
Just please tell me.
It's a very strong argument of how this stuff really works in the game, but going by my personal opinion, just imagine this. The most powerful clan went extinct, which is the Uchiha. There's only one guy left. Well, technically one guy. There's some people that are, like, have Uchiha eyes, or they...
Now, what is Uchiha eyes? Are those the milky white ones?
No, the Sharingan ones, the red ones.
Oh, okay. The ones with the little dots around the iris?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm following you.
Okay, so at one time that was probably the most powerful clan besides Senju. Obviously, this whole goes back and forth, and if you end up playing the newer games, you'll understand the story a bit more. But as to not spoil anything after the game, just imagine Uchiha was powerful clan. They got extinct because one of their members actually just went in and pretty much killed everyone, and there was 2 left. Now there's 1 left, except for reincarnations and people that steal eyes. But don't even think about that because you'll get confused.
I'm already confused. Just saying.
Yeah. So now
B's like, yeah, you're fucked, buddy.
The strongest clan now is probably the Hyuga clan for obvious reasons. You know, you've seen them fight; they're badass as hell, and. Yeah, so Naruto as a kid, he sucked at everything. He still kind of sucks at everything, but he's OP as hell because Ninetales power,
because of reasons? Because he fought the Ninetales?
Yeah, so
that's what confused me. Like,
there's Nine-tailed beasts.
Can you actually beat the Ninetales? Because I don't think anybody's actually beaten it. Like, they've locked it away, but they never actually killed it.
I do believe it was killed at some point. Like, the Ten Tails was, I think, defeated by the Sage of Six Paths. So technically the Ninetales was defeated, just not as the Ninetales. But yeah, so the Ten Tails was split into 9. The Killer Bee has the 8 tails.
Killer Bee! That's Bee's character, by the way, folks.
It should be.
No, that's Bee. That is Bee. Every time I see Killer Bee in that game, I just imagine Bee's head on top of Killer Bee's body with the dreads and the rose. Oh my god. It's like, amazing.
Few people know this. I don't even think if you know it, but before my old PSN got banned, it used to be called Infamous Hyuga because I would always go on a Naruto game and I'd only play as a Hyuga character like Hinata or Neji.
Right.
Always. Like...
I see, that's a little tidbit I didn't know. Shit, we didn't even talk about that in the first interview I gave you like last year.
I go crazy into Hyuga clan. Like, I love that clan. I represent all day.
Do you cosplay in it?
Yes, I actually have.
Oh, son of a bitch, I was joking. You gotta fucking bring the reality to me. God damn it.
I actually have. Twice.
Okay, go on. You were at the Ninetales stuff and how they got separated. Because I'm not making fun of it. I'm talking about it because I want to understand.
Okay, so have you got to the end of the game yet?
Well, the game's done. Beat it. It's gone.
Oh,
done.
Okay, so do you remember fighting all of these people that, like, they were dead, but they were brought back in coffins?
Yes.
And they were all really OP?
Yeah, it was at the end of the game.
Yeah,
it was
one of them shot bubbles.
Yeah.
And then there's the flying one and the lava one and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Those are all the other tail beasts.
Why was there the monkey one with the tails? Why was he named Goku? Can someone explain that? Why is it Goku?
You mean Son Goku?
Yeah, why is he he's Goku, fuck it. Why is he Son Goku?
That's the name he was given.
No. How did that work with like franchise rights and intellectual property rights? Like, isn't the name registered to the people who created Dragon Ball?
I don't think you can trademark a general name like Son Goku. It's just a general name. I don't think it's done.
Okay. If that's the way they're gonna play it, then fine. But it was confusing to me. Okay, I got a weird look. I just got really confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. When did Goku come in here? Like, am I gonna see a Saiyan now? What the fuck just happened? Like, I got confused. I literally got confused. I didn't know what was going on.
Now, see, if you've seen the most recent episode of Naruto, which you haven't, you actually get to see Naruto with the power of Son Goku, and he throws a lava-style Rasen Shuriken.
No. Really?
Yeah. Lava-style.
I am very lost.
Badass.
I am very lost on this whole thing. Like, what? How does that all work? Okay, it comes from chakra, right?
Yeah, you actually may need to play the other games, or at least watch the anime to get context.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch through 700 plus episodes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not including the movies.
I barely got through Assassin Classroom, alright? I barely got through that. That wasn't even that much. It's not even finished. Holy shit. 700 cunting fucking episodes? Jesus, I can't do that for live TV shows that I like.
Yeah, see, like, if you're not into Naruto and you've just played the game and got into it, try the anime. But if you're not into it, you won't get through the anime. It won't happen.
Okay. So should I start at, like, the very, very, very beginning? Because it's all on Netflix and all these streaming services. I could go watch it all. So it's one of those deals.
No, you can't.
I can't?
On Netflix, there's very, very few Naruto on there. You can watch, like, the first 3 seasons, I think.
Well, no, I'm saying that's enough for me, though. That's enough for me to get context of what the fuck is this. I'm trying to understand this particular universe. Okay, obviously, superhuman feats are real, but they're real under the guise of chakra, or your spirit, or your ki, okay? And that comes from naturally generating or through training to become more powerful, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, and then there is a finite limit to chakra, correct? There is a level. There's a limit, because I've seen Naruto. He got burnt out of chakra, and then Masked Man grabbed him up and fucked him up for a little bit, and then he went all super OP because apparently he's Naruto, so he's Japanese Jesus. That's what he looks like. That's what he acts like. Okay, come on. When he transforms into the
heals
power,
very fast.
Yes, he does. He heals insanely fast. Wolverine is jealous of this healing factor. He is clearly jealous.
Wolverine will heal faster, but
come on now.
Yeah, like in all seriousness,
Wolverine would not heal from the shit that those goddamn beasts are doing to him.
If you truly wanted to get context of,
that's why I'm asking a guy who watches it.
What I would do is I would go through, and specifically, you're going to want to watch the first few episodes at least. You want to watch the Chunin exams. You'll want to watch any fillers involving the Uchiha or Hyuga clan, and then after that, you'll want to watch learning Rasengan, because that's a pretty cool thing. Learning summoning jutsu, all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. And you can pretty much skip the rest of regular Naruto, because it's going to bore you mostly, and it's mostly filler. And
well, thank you for telling me. Like, there's like 200 episodes that are shit that I don't need to watch.
Yeah, go all the way to Shippuden.
Dude, don't watch them.
And watch every episode of Shippuden, because almost every episode, besides the fillers, except for a few fillers that were really nice, every single episode will have some sort of meaning to the story.
Okay. It's because...
Especially Pain's.
Because
Pain
it's...
is awesome.
Like, this is weird. Like, it's... like... I don't... How do I explain this in my estimation? I like the games, right? I like the combat aspect of it, but maybe... I think it's more because I'm controlling that crazy-looking combat aspect. Because the
combat aspect is fun until you get into PvP and you suck, because then people will whoop you.
Well, that's fine. I don't care. I mean, if that happens, then I just got to get better. I'm not playing it for competitive aspect. I'm playing it just because I discovered it. You know, I've just recently discovered Naruto, and that sounds kind of funny, right? Like how a 30-year-old man who works in the internet gaming culture and like the nerd culture would not know about Naruto.
The better question is, why did you not play it earlier? Because you know me, and I always talk about it.
The main reason I didn't play Naruto earlier was because the price was too high for me to buy something that I didn't have any understanding about. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to spend $30 to $40 on something that I have no understanding of. I don't know any of these characters. I don't know why I would even buy it. So I waited till it was on sale, so I picked it up, and turns out I like the combat aspect. I like the fighting. That's fine. I mean, some of it's funny. I think Naruto's a little bit of an idiot, and I'm sure Naruto fans are like, "Oh, you're a dick," or maybe something.
Oh, he's a dumbass.
Okay, so I am right in that aspect. I am right in my estimation throughout this whole fucking game.
He does a lot of dumb shit.
Yes, thank you. He is stupid, and what is this weird thing with his obsession with noodles?
Oh yeah, he loves ramen.
Okay, I didn't know if that was for the game or if that was just like, that was his character. Like, he was just a freak for noodles.
No, he really loves ramen. That's
Okay.
actually his character.
Okay, so that some of that goofy shit is on purpose there. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I'm just trying to figure it out.
He always begs for it. Like, he'll beg to go to a ramen shop.
Now, god damn it. This, oh man. You know what it is? I can't, I have to play it. I just have to play it more. I just have to learn more about it. I'm just gonna go read up stuff on the internet about it.
Did you ever finish Sword Art Online?
What?
The anime Sword Art Online?
Fuck
Did you ever
no, I
finish
couldn't finish it, man. I ran out of pine cones. I couldn't watch it after I got sober.
I've been playing the latest game for that anime, and it's so beautiful. I love it.
Well, I'm glad, man. You know, people, you should go join B on that game. I don't know where to contact B on that game, but I'm sure he does.
Yeah, whatever my PSN is, you add it, and yeah, just message me and you can play with me, but it's a hard game to get because it's only on PS3 in Japan.
No,
so you have to import it.
So you have to import it, and is it all in Japanese?
No, it's in English, but they just don't have it Americanized. Like, I was talking to you about this.
No, I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, they're going to Americanize the PS4 version, but PS3 will not be.
Well, because it's a 10-year-old console. Why would they do that?
It's still used.
It may be still used, but that's one of those deals of, look, man, all companies lately, video game companies, they're pushing towards not putting as many titles out on the last gen consoles. They're pushing towards these new ones.
You see, eventually they're going to stop support and I'll have to move up.
Yeah, that's the inevitability. Eventually they will stop supporting it and you'll have to buy a new one. Or you could just go on a PC and do that, but you don't have that option right now. You have the console option.
Yeah. I mean, technically my PC's great, so I can play PC games for the most part, but I do prefer console. So eventually in the years to come, I'll upgrade to all the new stuff and be doing that. But
I'll tell you something right now, man. I got all the new stuff, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's still, this is what makes it sad to me most of all, that there's all these new games. I got the Xbox One. I got all this kind of crap. I got new PC games, all this shit. Tell me why I'll still go back to fucking like an old point-and-click adventure game from like 1988 and have more fun doing it. I don't know why.
Probably because it's what you grew up with.
Yeah, it's part of what I grew up with, but it's more of the stories are boring. The gameplay is so it's cloned. It's cloned, if anything.
I grew up on games like Spider-Man 2. I grew up on World of Warcraft. I grew up on Fate. So games like that, I can always play them and enjoy myself. But some of the new games that are quite different from that might not always like them. So
I don't even think it's a thing.
I always find myself going back to the roots.
I go back to my roots just to remember why I love video games, because if you work in the fucking medium, you have to do that to kind of keep your sanity. You have to do that to kind of remind yourself what made you love video games so much that you were going to dedicate your fucking time to talk about it or to do something involving it. It's a very interesting aspect that I look at, and thank God I do an opinion show. You know what I mean? It's like one of those deals, like, I'm so thankful I said, let's do an opinion show, because fuck, I can't do anything else but an opinion show. But
imagine me if I was in your position doing a gaming show. I'd look like such an idiot.
No,
I don't
wouldn't.
understand gaming.
I don't think you'd look like an idiot. I think the way you would go about it would be you would probably pick topics or games that you'd have a lot of invested interest in. Like say Naruto, or say, Maybe the World of Warcraft games or something of that nature.
Star Wars. That new
Wars.
Star Wars PS4, I saw it and I'm like, I need this.
You see, you and I have fundamental disagreements on it, but it's probably for different reasons altogether. But regardless, I know that game's gonna sell. I know it is, and I know it's gonna be DLC heavy. EA's pushing it out. That's DLC heavy. Like that's a guarantee. You know the check
Look
boxes?
at Destiny. Activision's making so much freaking money off that game. Off of nothing.
It shocks me how so little is in that game, yet people are completely willing to pay a full price. Like, that game shouldn't have been $60 at a pop. It should have been $40 or $35. It's ridiculous. But I think that's going to do it for this hour of Blackout. B, if there's anything you want to bring up before we end the show, just tell the audience.
Well, don't forget to sign up to the forums. We're still looking to get people involved in that, so just go to community.blackoutmedia.net. As I said earlier, if anyone is stable and feels like helping me out, go to my Twitter. I have a little post there, and you guys can DM me, and if you can help, it's much appreciated. And I'm going to try and figure out a way to give back to the people that are able to help. But other than that, we'll see everyone next week.
Absolutely. B, thanks for coming back on, man. I know you're not like feeling the best, but I'm glad that you're coming on and you're sounding good. You sound better than you did like a couple weeks ago.
I sound better, but I'm not necessarily feeling better yet. We'll see.
Right, but you know what? I think over time I think you're gonna recover, man, because at least you're starting to get the attention that you actually need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, all right, we're gonna leave it with that, folks. It's been an hour of Blackout. Much love, everybody. We love you. Mwah, motherfuckers. Do some push-ups.